Dominate your league. Defend your crown with Hosal King.
Because I love me.
Gabe Hernandez.
Here's a guy that is starting to figure the game out.
And Ray Fletcher.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
They bring the heat, rankings, trades, and game-winning calls to rule your league. This is Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.
Yo, what up? Back for another episode of Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast. There's only two of us again this week.
Two warm guys again?
Two warm guys. We're kind of making it a theme right now where someone's missing, and that's okay. You know, life happens, things happen. Ray's not here with us tonight. It's myself, Gabe, and Mike Four in the building.
I mean, this almost didn't happen. I had a meeting tonight. As you can see, I'm dressed fancy. I normally never do.
Yep.
I only do on special occasions.
Yep.
So I had a meeting. Yeah, but we made it happen. You know,
made it happen.
We gotta give the people some material, some starts, some sits, some advice.
They need the content. Content is king.
Always.
He said it almost didn't happen. I am exhausted from my day so far today. I had to build out an entire college basketball tournament. In an arena out here, there's 14 different screens that have to do different things all at the same time. So I have to build the triggers out and put what needs to happen in there. It's kind of, my brain feels mush now.
Is this the place I don't know if I can say their name on, I don't know.
It's Mandalay Bay.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. So there's just so many, like, you know, one board needs to say Affleck, another board needs to say Powerade. Well, this board shows USF logo, and this board shows UNC logo. It's just a lot.
It is, but it's fun, no?
It's fun.
There you go.
And, you know, they play tomorrow on Saturday, so that's why it almost didn't happen.
And that too.
Yep. So I almost called out, but Mike Four said, listen, no calling out.
Mike Four in the building.
Listen, dude, we show up, dude. We show up.
We would have been here at midnight if we had to.
Truth.
I don't know about all that. I wouldn't have been here at midnight. My call time was like at 9. I would have been out of here. So,
and no one in our lives would have been upset at that.
Absolutely right? Nobody. Yeah. Of course not, dude. Yeah, we would have totally been able to do this next week.
No doubt. I know you said we're in.
Who would have been mad at you guys? I don't understand.
Gabe, one day you're gonna find somebody who is lucky enough to be mad at you.
Single life.
The things that you do.
Sorry.
Single life.
The stuff that you like to do and have fun, man. Oh, just wait till somebody's like, don't do that.
No.
Dang.
So, but
Dang.
it's all good, man. It's all.
I've had this conversation before. I know.
We are in double-digit weeks. I know you mentioned that last week. We're going into week 11, and plenty of news and notes to get into sliding into this week. So let's kick it off there.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Cannonball.
So good.
I feel like I haven't done that in a long. Oh, because we had the Halloween stuff. I haven't done that forever.
It has been a while. I did it the last time.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. This first one, a bigger deal than I think a lot of people make it. Oronde Gadsden practicing in full. So I know a lot of people were like, oh, man, my star tight end. Because he came from out of nowhere.
He was expected to be out.
Yep. And so he practiced in full today on Wednesday. So that's usually a good sign.
He should. Yeah, it sounds like he should be good to go.
Sticking to the tight ends, Brenton Strange limited in his first practice back from IR.
Your guy.
There's a 21-day open window, but him already getting limited in seems like good news.
Yeah, I do think when you come back from these injuries, you start off with limited. He still might be out this week, and then next week he'd probably be full go.
It's kind of Travis Hunter done for the year.
Yep.
Had that surgery.
Terrible.
Parker Washington got hurt as well. The Jaguars offense is kind of falling apart around Trevor Lawrence, who hasn't been good anyways.
Brian Thomas missed last week, and who knows if he's going to play.
Yep, still nursing an ankle. Devontae Adams good to go this week. I know that makes you happy.
It does. I have him in one league, and it's arguably my best team.
J.K. Dobbins likely out this week against the Chiefs and may land on IR.
That one's an interesting one because now R.J. Harvey becomes very relevant, and I mean, R.J. Harvey fans and people that drafted him high in the 6th, 7th round, possibly, you're excited now.
Yeah, they're stoked. Ramondre out. Terrell Jennings questionable.
Is Ramondre actually ruled out?
Yep,
I missed that today.
Ramondre ruled out. Terrell Jennings questionable. That means
more
Travion Henderson, all opportunities, hopefully.
Finally got his breakout.
They play Thursday night, so they play the first game against the Jets. I'm starting him. I left him on my bench last week. I waited all year long.
For who?
I sat him and played Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers. So I put Zay in my wide receiver 3 and Addison in my flex.
And Jordan Addison was terrible.
Yes. My running backs were Saquon Barkley and Rico Dowdle.
I mean, those two you have to start.
Right. You can't sit those guys.
Right.
But it was a 41-point difference from Jordan Addison and Travion Henderson in my flex.
And did you lose?
I lost by less than 41. So I would have won. I know.
That's heartbreaking.
That's brutal.
That's brutal.
Yeah, I waited all year for him, and when he got his opportunity, I was like, Vrabel's not going to give it to him anyways.
No, this was the week to believe in him.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I started him because of opportunities. Like, for me, that's one of the most important factors. There's a few factors you have to put in there for fantasy football: matchups, opportunities. Those are two of the bigger ones. But Travion, and they have a great schedule going down the road. I'm hoping Ramondre stays out for as long as possible.
Yeah, that playoff schedule is nice. A lot of green when you're looking at it.
Yep.
Como se dice I fucked up?
Yo no sé.
Okay, thanks. Bucky Irving, this one's very interesting. Back at practice. I don't know how much he did. There was a photo of him in his jersey on the sideline. They're saying he could return in week 11. I'd like to see some more practice activity from him before he fully returns. But
yeah, this one was kind of weird because then it was also reported earlier that him and Godwin are in like rehab mode.
Right.
So this is kind of similar like the Brenton Strange, where I think you see them just practice and get some work in and then hopefully be a full go next week.
Yeah.
But I definitely dropped the ball on this one because Buccaneers should have probably put both of them on IR.
Yeah.
And let them, fill a roster spot
for sure.
for the meantime. But I just don't think they knew what they were dealing with. And then how confident are you when they come back? They don't re-aggravate it. Like Chris Godwin came back for like a game and a half and re-aggravated his injury essentially.
Yeah, and didn't look – I mean, he was fine out there, but like you said, re-aggravated. It wasn't really himself.
Yeah, so it is a little concerning. I will say that.
They need Bucky. They miss him. Garrett Wilson ruled out. Marvin Harrison Jr. also ruled out. Marvin Harrison Jr. had appendicitis surgery.
Random, yeah. Nothing you could do about that.
No,
That's just
not at all.
Random.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but yeah, he'll be out this week.
Dude, Garrett Wilson out. That offense, the passing is just so bad. We talk about admitting when we're wrong.
Yeah.
Man, my Justin Fields top 10 fantasy quarterback before the season.
A little off.
Eesh.
Yeah. It's okay. We all have bad takes here and there. I have a couple myself, but I actually have Garrett Wilson in one league. I tried trading him to like the top 2 teams and be like, hey, you can have him for your playoff run when he comes back. I don't think he's going to come back 3 to 4 weeks. And then the Jets, you're going to have like 4 games left at most maybe. And what's the point of bringing him back at that point?
Correct.
Especially if he's your best player on your team now. It's like, why even bring him back? So I was trying to be sneaky. Didn't work. It backfired. He'll just sit on my IR for the rest of the year.
So last bit of news, Brian Dable fired as Giants head coach. Jackson Dart in the concussion protocol. Dable probably was like, no, he's not. And they were like, you're fired. So that means enter not Russell Wilson, but
it's about time.
Jameis Winston. Going to start for the Giants.
We talked about it a little bit, and I guess you forgot. Preseason, my prediction was Malik Neighbors could be number 1, and that's because when Russell Wilson gets benched, here comes Jameis Winston. I thought they would sit Jackson Dart the whole year and let him get some run first, or some sit behind a veteran and learn about the NFL first before throwing him in. But they threw him in, and I didn't know it was Brian Daboll in the way. If I would have known Brian Daboll was in the way, then I would have said fire him a long time ago.
Crazy.
Because I was actually sticking up for him. I thought I think he's a decent head coach.
I think a lot of people were. But
I think he's decent, but he definitely this one was a weird situation this year. I think he just felt the pressure and tried to force it too much.
Well, he also did not handle the injury stuff well at all. And as a head coach, you got to kind of stay more stoic, if you will, on the sideline, and he did not. So
yeah,
I think he kind of made his own bed in that respect.
Yeah.
Any other news and notes that I didn't hit on that you're dying to talk about?
Nothing off the top of my head. No? Sounds good to me.
Mike, for anything crazy out there in the world?
No, sir, dude. Everything peachy.
Nice. Government's back.
I was just about, that was going to be, it's back, baby.
Government
it's
is
back
so
to
back.
work, baby.
What does that mean? I don't
You
know.
taking flights, dude? You,
Oh, that did. Yeah, people were getting delayed.
yeah,
on
dude.
Tuesday.
People were getting
Bad.
delayed and flights canceled and
Yeah.
kind of things like that. So I wonder if it
that
goes
gets
like
fixed.
right back to normal or if it's like, hold on. So
Yep, government is so back, dude.
R.I.P. the penny, dude. R.I.P. to the penny. So it's
R.I.P. to the penny.
True.
Never gonna make another penny again. Like, imagine if you're like 5 years older now. You're gonna grow up like, what's a penny?
You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to start collecting pennies. They're going to go up in value.
Yo, I got a bunch, bro. How much you want?
You know how like people show kids like VHSs and like
They have
they're
no
like,
idea.
what is this?
Mhm.
It's gonna be the penny in like 10 years.
That's
It's
insane.
like, what is this? And we're like, oh, what is this?
That's crazy to think about. I wonder if it gets like ran out of our currency altogether. Like eventually they don't even take it as.
I mean, I never understood the point of coins.
I never understood the point
Quarters,
of government,
yeah.
but they're back.
No, that's
They're
a
so
whole-
back, baby.
Are we starting a new podcast?
Quarters, yeah. I'd grab a quarter. I mean, but like dimes, nickels, pennies, like whatever.
But why don't you just round it up? Like, why not just make it an even? I don't. Maybe the ADD in me wants to just be like everything even.
Yeah.
I like zero. Like, I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah.
This is. I hope we make a new pod and we talk about coins.
I was gonna say, are we starting a new pod right now?
Yeah,
Collecting coins, dude.
love it.
Check out our other channel.
Everybody pull your pockets out. What do you got, dude? It's like card breaking, but coin breaking.
So we're gonna do our starts and sits per usual and game blitz as well on the other side of this break.
If you've been enjoying Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast, we would love your support. Just head over to thronefantasyfootball.com/listen and hit the support button. It's a simple way to help keep the show going, and you'll also get some cool extras like our weekly fantasy football newsletter and subscriber-only content. Think of it as joining the inner circle of Throne Nation. So if you're down to ride with us all season long, go to thronefantasyfootball.com/listen and click the support button at the top of the page.
All right, so we're gonna slide right into the starts and sits of the week. Graphics is starts and flex of the week. Ignore it.
And here we go.
Chaos, just like our
Yeah,
visuals.
crazy.
Sorry,
Absolutely
had to do
crazy.
it.
Absolutely crazy. The first start of the week for you, Gabe, is a name that I like going into this season. I even tweeted about it, how much I liked him, and people commented about how
You don't
much
tweet
they
anymore.
liked
You
him.
don't tweet anymore.
I still, I X'd about it. But who is it?
It's funny because I don't even know if you remember that we have a bet, including this guy. I took Matthew Golden, and you took Jaden. Yeah, I'm gonna lose.
But the injury, like we did an injury
No,
thing.
there's
right?
no injury clause.
An
Even
injury
before
waiver?
the injury, I mean, it's not like Golden was doing anything.
Oh.
I am starting one Jaden Higgins this week.
Jaden Higgins.
He's actually been solid, and we've been wanting him to start for the Texans on the other side of Nico for the whole year. He's really talented. I liked him coming out of college from Iowa State. He's finally coming along. 3 games ago against the San Francisco 49ers, he had 8 targets, 4 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Denver, obviously, going to struggle a little bit. That's a really good defense as a rookie. But then played Jacksonville last week. 7 targets, 5 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown. Davis Mills looks for him. Opposite of Nico Collins, he's obviously you could draw number 2 corners. He's not drawing your best defenses. He is going to be going against the Tennessee Titans this week. Tennessee Titans allow the 10th most points to receivers. They are very vulnerable to the outside receivers, so to the X and the Z wide receivers. That's what Jaden Higgins mostly plays. I expect him and Nico Collins to have a big game. Jaden Higgins, I'll even call it 1 more touchdown this week.
I like it. I didn't realize that he scored 2 touchdowns. Well, last 3 games he has a touchdown in 2 of them.
Yep. And like I said, talent wise, I think he's there. This is a guy. I think in 2 years, like maybe next year, hopefully, but it seems like the 3rd year wide receivers really break out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jaden Higgins could be a guy we're talking about like top 15 in 2 years.
Love it.
So-
He has the skill. He has the size for sure.
I really liked him coming out. Like I said, I say this almost every week about guys we talk about. I wanted the Cowboys to draft him. We didn't have Pickens at the time, but I was very interested in him, and I really liked him going forward.
Davis Mills finished, I think, as QB1 last week in fantasy.
I try to tell some. I don't think I said it on the pod. Davis Mills is actually a decent quarterback. Like he
was a starter for a couple of years.
He's a viable option at backup. He can get the ball to these guys, to Nico, to Dalton Schultz, to Jane Higgins. He can sling it. And they were down 29-10 in the fourth quarter and came back to beat the Jaguars last week.
Crazy.
Which I loved because I had Houston on a bet. So I loved it. Let me tell you real quick. Went from a push to a win with that pick six.
Wow.
I went from a push. So I was like, all right, I'm a push. Okay, cool. And then I was like, oh my.
Let's go.
I was so happy. It led to a great weekend. I'll say that.
Wow. He threw it 45 times last week, so they're not afraid to let him drop back and throw it.
Yeah. I don't know if he throws it that much this week. I do expect them to handle Tennessee, but I do like Jaden Higgins to get you a touchdown. I'll say 5 for 50 for a touchdown.
Your next start of the week is a guy who I think made some people upset by how dominant and prominent and how much work he's gotten since he came back.
That's pretty much my angle here. Is
damn it, my bad.
Actually, no, you're totally fine. He looks solid too. Like I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you, because Jordan Mason looked great, but my start for this week is Aaron Jones, and he actually has a great schedule going forward. He's the clear starter for the Minnesota Vikings. Like, Jordan Mason has phased out. Jordan Mason in the last 3 games, 4 carries, then 10 random, and then 4 carries again this past week. Aaron Jones, while he's not getting a crazy amount of touches or carries, he's getting snap percentage over. He's playing a lot more snaps than Jordan Mason is what I'm trying to say. He's getting touches. He's getting involved in the passing game. He had 72% snap percentage this past weekend.
That's nuts.
He is clearly that's workhorse kind of numbers. And Jordan Mason's the clear backup here. I just like Aaron Jones, and then the matchup playing the Bears. It's a great matchup. I had his numbers real quick. If you want to give me a quick second, he had week 1 too. He had a solid week, and against the Bears,
he's a great receiving back. Period. Right. And
he caught a touchdown against the Bears, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be right. He's a great receiving back. So if they are throwing it, which this game has the ability to have a shootout, right? Because Chicago offense can move it. I do think that Aaron Jones, aside from getting maybe minimal carries, is going to be an impactful player this week due to his receiving chops.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not fast enough. But, yeah, he actually had a solid game. And the Bears' defense is leaking. They're not a good defense. They're one that you want to target. Start Aaron Jones, especially with running back. Jonathan Taylor's on bye. You know, you got a couple running backs are hard to find. If you have Aaron Jones and you held on to him, I think you start him.
The defense is leaking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, and real quick before we continue on, I do want to go on record.
Okay.
All 3 of my one great start last week. I think Dalton Schultz was a good call for me.
Yeah.
Quinshon Judkins and Quinn Johnson had double digits.
Yeah.
I'll take that in full PPR points. I'll take that. They're just missing. If they had scored a touchdown, I would have went
double
3 for 3.
digits. I count double digits as a good call.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, bro. You don't think Drake London's a top 10 quarterback or a wide receiver?
He's definitely not a top 10 quarterback.
You don't think he's the top 10 wide receiver?
His opinion, I think, is slowly changing. Slowly.
Yeah, last time you said
he's playing good. I mean, he's playing
good.
really good.
He's playing good.
Yeah, this is probably the best Drake London I've seen in 3 years.
Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day. The Trojans had Drake London, Michael Pittman, and Amon-Ra St. Brown on the same field at the same time at USC.
That's nasty.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
who's the quarterback?
I believe it was Sam Darnold, maybe?
No, Darnold's drafted in like 2019. Had to be me. Well, I was going to say maybe Caleb, but Caleb was only there for, 2 years?
Who was it? We'll look that up later.
What year was it?
I'd have to look. My start of the week, he came off a game against his team he's facing the last time and just went absolutely insane. My start of the week is the Steelers, Jalen Warren. They faced the Bengals. Talk about leaky defense. Probably the leakiest of defenses. Jalen Warren, last time they played each other, 16 carries, 127 yards, 4 catches for 31 yards. Didn't score a touchdown.
Oh, if he had a touchdown, it's a monster game.
You know who had all the touchdowns that game for the Steelers?
It was Kenneth Gainwell, right?
No.
Who was it?
5 tight end touchdowns.
Oh, that was the tight end game I called.
It was Pat Freiermuth, I believe, had 2.
Jonnu Smith
had 1. And
Darnell
Washington had 1.
Nice.
I said 5. There may have just been 4 to the tight ends, but Insane.
That was like Freiermuth's one monster
I
game
know.
this year. Like,
I hate that they phased him out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jalen Warren's due for another big contest against him, and it's kind of like what we were doing with the Cowboys defense earlier this year. You're kind of picking on the Bengals defense right now.
And there was a report that I believe Tomlin said it, that they want to get Jalen Warren the ball more. And it sounds like they want him to be the workhorse. So
He should.
And Jalen Warren, I mean, I was high on Caleb Johnson. He's clearly not there. Jalen Warren is the guy to start. He's a solid RB2.
Who's your final start of the week for you, sir?
My final start of the week is my guy. And it's nervous sometimes when I pick this guy, Caleb Williams. This is my guy, though. This is someone I've been behind since the preseason. Top 10 quarterback right now. He's a little erratic still. He does have his moments where he gets you 4 points, which is frustrating, but he has his moments where he looks great and he balls out, like last week when he scored 26 points. So Caleb Williams going against the Minnesota Vikings. They played again, like I said, week 1. He had 24.2 points. He had 210 passing yards, a touchdown, 6 carries for 58 yards, and a rushing touchdown as well. So he had 2 touchdowns, 270 all-purpose yards. He is a guy that he needs to use his legs a little more. That's one thing that I've kind of noticed lately is he's using his legs more. Last game, he had 63 rushing yards. The game before that, 53 rushing yards. So he is getting more than 50 rushing yards these last couple games. I expect that again, and that's why I'm starting him, because he is running the ball. He's using his legs. He's getting out the pocket, using that arm of his, and running and getting first downs.
When you sent over your start sits, I was like, oh, man. He called Caleb Williams a few weeks back, and it was the first bad Caleb Williams games that he had in a while.
Yep.
I was like, I hope he doesn't do that to Caleb again.
If you really look at his season 2, that's he had 2 bad weeks. Other than that, he's been really solid. I'm just looking at this, and of course, there's a little bit of bonus in this league that I'm looking at. It's not much, so that's why I use this as probably the most accurate to what everyone else scores. 24.2, 17.9, 33, 12, 22, 5, 13, 41, 25. So it's pretty solid. There's a couple bad ones in there, and then there's a couple okay, but he's had 4 or 5 pretty good games.
No, he's actually been a really good fantasy quarterback this year.
Yeah.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I'm really on this hunt for the Trojans. It was 2019.
Trevor Scully.
It was 2019, the quarterback.
Yeah. What do you
I see Trevor Scully. I see Kedon Slovis. JT Daniels, I think, was the actual starter, maybe. And
Drake London
Fink
was on that.
Yeah, Drake London was the 3. Drake London, Amon-Ra, and Michael Pittman. JT Daniels, I think, was the actual starter. He was a sophomore.
What about Matt Fink?
Was a red shirt.
He's got a good picture.
But
I don't know any of those guys.
Yeah. So that was wasted talent for the wide receivers at USC in 2019 for sure.
If I remember correctly, though, too, Amon-Ra was a 5th round pick or something. So he couldn't have been a big star at USC, right?
Which is insane.
Well,
probably because they didn't have a good quarterback.
Well, that makes sense. Because I think he wears the number 14 because 14 receivers was taken ahead of him.
Dude, I love how he just holds that.
And he knows all 14.
I know he does. He can name them off. He just rattles them off.
Awesome.
Amon-Ra was a sophomore this year. Michael Pittman Jr. a senior. Drake London a freshman. They also had Velus Jones Jr. on that roster.
Oh, wow. So 4 pros.
Insane. Wow.
And then Drake London probably wasn't that big of a deal his freshman year, I'm assuming.
Right, yeah. I'm sure
And I'm not picking on him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, he probably wasn't.
Normally, unless your name is Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, dude. When is he coming out?
2 years.
Yeah, not this next class, but the one
next
after.
one. Yep.
Go trade for first round pick Dynasty 2 draft class somehow.
Oh, I think I have AJ's first round pick next year.
Why don't you relax? Why don't you just take it easy? Let's go into our sits, right? That was your last start. So we'll go into our sits of the week. We'll start with one of yours.
So this is someone he started off hot, and I think people were really excited about him. And he's kind of gotten a little cold. He's not getting as many targets, and actually, I mean, it's just someone that and then backup quarterback with Marcus Mariota, he's kind of phased away. And this is Deebo Samuel. He started off great. He had three 20-point games in the first 5 games of the season, and then a 17.4 against Green Bay. In those games, he had 10 targets, 8, 3, 6, and 11. The last 4 weeks, 5, 6, 6, and 5. So he's not getting more than 6 targets. He's only gotten 1 carry in those times. And then the Miami Dolphins. What a weird twist that they're actually a solid defense. They held the Buffalo Bills to 6 points. They are playing very well right now. They are actually one of those teams that it's like this. For me, it's like the Saints and the Cardinals, where you don't look at them and like, oh, they're a good team, but those are actually decent fantasy defenses, and not a lot of points are scored against them all the time. So I would definitely put some respect on the Dolphins defense a little bit. And also it's part of Debo just kind of phasing away, and maybe as the season goes on, he's kind of losing it.
So this game is the one in Madrid, Spain as well.
Yep.
I did kind of want to lean towards starting JCM, remember, when we talked, but then I found out Chris Rodriguez practiced today, so staying away from the backfield. But the Dolphins' rush defense was awful. The worst in the league. And then all of a sudden, Bijan Robinson, 17 yards.
Yeah, no, the Dolphins have turned it around. I don't know if they figured
something out on that side of the ball or what, but
yeah, they're playing really good. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I don't hate Debo as a sit for sure. This next guy I do not like as much as Debo is sitting, so I will let you call it out. Who's your next sit?
I love this guy, and I actually got into an argument with a close friend that he's in the MVP conversation, and I'm just saying this week.
Are you on the side of he is in the conversation?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's Sam Darnold. And listen, he's playing fantastic. I don't want to take anything away from Sam Darnold. I'm just saying sit him this week. When he plays a fantasy football defense that has allowed in the top 10 to quarterbacks, he has 9.6 and 9.9. He doesn't play great, and I know it's 2 games this year, and then Arizona actually there's 3, so he has 16 against Arizona, which again Arizona is one of those defenses I think is good, but obviously not scary. They're about average, but Darnold doesn't play well and throw up big numbers like he did against Washington, who has allowed the 2nd most points to quarterbacks, like Jacksonville, who's allowed the 3rd most points to quarterbacks. He's taken advantage of some matchups. He's playing really good. He's playing the Rams this week. The Rams allow the 7th least points to quarterbacks. I do like the Rams in this game. I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl before the season started. I'm kind of going behind that. I do think the Seahawks are a good team. I do think they're being overhyped just a little bit as a whole team. But I do like Sam Darnold going forward in certain matchups. He does have a tough stretch going down the road. So this actually might be a time to sell high if you can. But I'm sitting Sam Darnold this week.
So I hear all your points, and they are valid points, and they're good points, and they're logical points. But I think that this Seattle team and that offense is defense-proof right now. I think if the Rams slow down the run game, which Seattle's run game actually hasn't been that good.
No, which is weird.
Yeah. I think that Sam Darnold has been so incredibly efficient. I think JSN is torching the league right now. I think that I personally think that the Seahawks are the best team in the NFC West. I've said that on this pod 5 times now, and every time I do, I get the evil eye from Ray because he's
right. Yeah,
I'm a Niner guy too, but you got to know,
you got to be real.
Yeah, the Seahawks are. I think the best team in the NFC West. I think they're better than the Rams. I am for NFC West game that the Niners aren't involved in. I am so into this game.
Where would you? Let me ask you this, kind of a little bit away from fantasy football, but where do you rank the Seahawks in the NFC? Because I'll tell you where do you want me to tell you where I rank them real quick?
Yeah,
I put them at the 5th best team in the NFC.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I put the Rams ahead of them.
Okay.
I put Detroit ahead of them.
All right.
I put Philly ahead of them.
I like Philly and Detroit ahead of them. Yep. I probably have them at 3.
Put Philly ahead of them?
What would you put Tampa Bay?
And no. And I kind of hate this one because I do think they're overrated too. I put Green Bay ahead of them. I do put Green Bay.
Green Bay's not that.
I like Seattle.
Dude, I think Seattle beats Green Bay easy.
They're kind of beating up.
They beat Philadelphia.
You think they beat Philly easy?
I don't think it's easy.
Yeah.
But I think they beat them.
I just don't see it. I think that, like I said, I like the Seahawks. They're a playoff team for sure. I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs. I just don't see them being those.
Their two losses so far are to the 49ers and the Buccaneers. Two good teams.
But they've beaten.
All their wins are against, you're right, suspect teams. Steelers, Saints, Cardinals, Steelers, Saints, Cardinals, Jaguars, Texans, Commanders, Cardinals.
This is very similar to the Vikings of last year.
Yeah.
So
Texans have the number 1 defense right now. They beat the Texans.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, they beat the Texans. But do we think the Texans are like a really good team?
No, but they're number 1 defense.
But so that game he only had 9 points.
He won.
Yeah, he had a bad outing himself.
But they won.
27-19.
Yeah, no, I would say the Seahawks are better than the Texans. I don't think the Texans are one of the better teams in the league.
I don't think so either, but I think their defense is. I think they got a great defense.
This is gonna be really. It's a good barometer.
Yeah,
it's for sure a good barometer.
I think we find out a lot about them after this week.
Okay.
If they lose by like a couple touchdowns, are you gonna?
I didn't realize that Mike Ford was such a Seahawks fan.
I think they're really good.
They are really good.
And I'm not a 49er fan.
Yeah.
I do not like the 49ers.
There's a lot I love about Seattle.
enjoy the Niners losing.
Wow, bro.
More.
All right, that's enough.
More than the Cowboys winning, dude. Seriously.
No, I don't know.
Seriously.
We got another sit, I think.
I don't enjoy nothing more than the Cowboys winning. But
nothing better than the Niners losing, bro. Man.
I'll say I love JSN. Like I said, Darnold's an MVP candidate this year.
Yep.
I love AJ Barner for the future. I think he's gonna be awesome. I love that addition. Give him a couple games. It's gonna take some time.
Cooper Kupp is slept on. I know he's not been great, but he can't. It is a Cooper Kupp revenge game. Curious. Do I play?
Ooh,
do I play him?
I didn't even think about that.
Me either. We got to talk about that at Game Boys.
I mean, when they're fully healthy, JSN, Rashid Shaheed, Cooper Kupp, and Torrey Horton, I like it. I like all four.
What defense is stopping? What defense are you gonna?
Yeah, who's gonna stop us?
Who's stopping?
Who's gonna stop us?
It's us now. Yeah, but like who's stopping? You're pleading the case for the Seahawks, dude. I love it. But like who?
I think
you think Phillies can stop that. Philly's defense can stop that.
I think Philly's defense is stopping everyone essentially. Like, I mean,
I don't think it's everyone, dude.
Well,
they can't.
I'll say this: there was definitely when you saw the replays, Jordan Love definitely missed some receivers, and like there's some definitely open like Diggs and like Romeo Doubs was open so much. So I do think the Lions exposed them a little bit this week. I will say that, but I do think the Eagles fixed that. I think that's something that they got to fix, and I hope they saw it. I mean, actually, I don't hope they see it because I do want the Eagles to lose, but. I mean, as a professional, you're a Super Bowl champion. You should see that and be like, oh, my gosh, we had holes in the middle of our defense.
Such a sick notification just came across my phone.
Oh, God.
Thunder is 70-38 over the Lakers at the half.
Oh God.
Anyways.
Right?
Sorry. Sorry. On to another sit. My sit of the week. You'll notice Gabe had 3 starts and 3 sits. He was a man who was prepared, even though he's busy. Myself, busy. Unprepared.
I risk my job to have these starts and sits for this podcast.
Yeah. This is my sit of the week. It's Xavier Worthy. I'm not sure, it doesn't feel that bold to say this. I'm not sure if you have Xavier Worthy, you're dying to start him every week right now anyways. But in his one game against Denver so far in his career, he had 1 catch for 11 yards. And
he's only played Denver one time so far?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the game since Rashee Rice has been back, 3 for 35, 5 for 53, 3 for 23, no touchdowns. He did get 7 targets the last 2 games, respectively, both of them, 7 targets in each. But I just think that Xavier Worthy is he's kind of an afterthought right now in the offense. He's used as a decoy, maybe a gadget type guy more than anything. It's a lot of Rashee Rice, a lot of Kelsey right now. Mahomes, Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, ball's getting spread around. If you're not Rashee Rice or Kelsey, you're kind of like, maybe it is Worthy's week, but are you wanting to play that?
I'll be honest. I mean, I'm at a point where I wouldn't be mad if you dropped him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably pick him up.
You're right. Right.
I wouldn't be mad if you dropped him. I'm like, okay, I get it. But yeah, I was actually kind of high on him. So I'm not mad that you brought him up as a sit because he's someone that should be talked about. I mean, I thought he was going to have a really good season. My thing was in the Super Bowl and the blowout, they went deep to him twice towards the end in garbage time. And I was like, maybe they see something. Because then the talk in the offseason was they're going to spread the field more. They're going to – Xavier Worthy's going to take the deep shot and Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce underneath. And we've seen Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice, but we haven't seen Xavier Worthy, which is really weird. So part of that could be maybe the offensive line's been injured and they are getting Josh Simmons back now. But I'm not mad. Like, I don't feel comfortable sitting Xavier Worthy. Like, cool, sit on my bench. If there's someone out there that I really want and I really have to drop, like I don't want to drop anyone else, wouldn't be mad at dropping Xavier Worthy.
Crazy. That's a fall. That's a pretty big fall from great to open the year. A lot of people were high on Worthy.
Look for maybe a third year bounce back.
A lot of people high on Worthy.
Yeah.
I think we have one more sit of the week left. I think, Gabe, you got one?
I do have one left. This one it's going to be a little spicy, I think, but I wanted to talk about this for a little bit. And it's no disrespect. He's still my king, King Henry. I'm sorry, but I think I'm calling it for him. I think this is it. I think we're going to see the downfall of Derrick Henry, and I don't want to see it. I'm not like looking forward to this, but he has not been very good. He's been like 2 yards and then tackled and 3 yards like he's not even getting these like holes, and he's not reading the offensive line very well. He's not reading the holes. He doesn't have that vision. He also looks kind of unhappy. I don't know if it's like because the Ravens have been kind of bad this year. He just doesn't look like having. And I argue actually Keaton Mitchell, he actually came in the last couple weeks. He actually looks solid. And there was a quote that they want to get Keaton Mitchell the ball some more. So this is part of that. And then Derrick Henry going against the Browns. I'm doubling down against the Browns. I know I had Breece Hall last week. It would have been good if Breece Hall didn't have that catch for 42 yards and a touchdown.
Defense is great.
Yeah, they held Breece Hall on the ground pretty well. And then so second half they did run all over. Breece Hall did have some success, but I'm doubling down. I'm sitting Derrick Henry if I have great options, like if you have a Quinshon Judkins or Woody Marks, I might start Woody Marks over Derrick Henry. Woody Marks against Tennessee.
I like Woody, and he is explosive.
It's spicy. Like I said, it's not for the faint of heart, but
you got to just hope that the Ravens actually do to the Browns what they did to them last time and destroy them. And so hopefully he gets a touchdown. But in that game earlier this year against the Browns.
And I was going to bring that up.
11 attempts.
23 yards.
Wow.
He did not have a good game. And it's just not there. Like, so, it's just.
Is he finally hitting a wall?
I think it's a little bit. Like, I'm not saying it's the complete downfall. I do think he's still viable, but I don't feel comfortable calling him like a top 5 or 10 running back right now.
24 carries, 21 carries, 19 carries, 20 carries in the last 4 games.
And they have a brutal schedule coming down the stretch. So they got Cleveland, Jets and Bengals, it gets easy. Steelers, Bengals again. Then for semis and championship, the Patriots and the Packers.
The Patriots finally gave up a 50-yard rusher.
I saw that.
I think it was Woody. Was it Woody?
No, it was Rashad White. No, it was Tucker.
Sean Tucker.
Tucker.
That's right. Crazy. All right. I don't hate. I mean, it's the Browns defense. So Derrick Henry has a sit against the Browns.
I'm doubling down. Breece Hall didn't help my sit last week. That was my only. Well,
Derrick Henry doesn't catch passes for long runs, so
that's true.
You're safe there.
That's true. I guarantee that one. And if it does, then I'm just jinxed.
On the other side of this break, we will get into our game blitz and wrap up this episode.
Guys, if you've been enjoying Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast as much as we've been recording it, we'd love your support. Just head over to thronefantasyfootball.com/listen and hit the support button. It's a simple way to help keep the show going, help the community grow, and you'll also get some cool extras like our weekly fantasy football newsletter and subscriber-only content. Think of it as joining the inner circle of Throne Nation. So if you're down to ride with us all season long, go to thronefantasyfootball.com/listen and click the support button at the top of the page.
All right, we have 2 of us for the game blitz, which means we have to talk a little bit longer than usual, and
I think that's fine. We're a couple talkers.
Yeah, a couple talkers. Mike 4 might even have to give us some input if we're both out of time.
Throw a random to Mike 4. You know what? When Aaron hosted, I think he did that. I think he was like, Mike 4, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, dude, threw me a loop.
It was funny.
I know Aaron. I should have been more. That's my fault. I should have been more prepared.
That was funny.
Aaron does keep people on his toes, doesn't he? Powers Real Estate.
Shout out.
Aaron Powers Real Estate. Into the game blitz we go.
I feel the need for speed.
Say it.
I still
Say
can't
it.
believe that, dude. Every time I
Gabe hasn't
Say
seen
it.
the movie yet. He did see it. He was just way younger. Actually, really
he was a
quick.
baby. He was a baby. He was a baby.
Really quick.
Parents saw it while they're in the belly. He was a baby. He was a baby.
I totally spaced this. So I was in a wedding this past weekend, and we went to Paramount Pictures. We had the studio tour.
Oh, nice.
And they have the Maverick helmet in there.
No
to look
way.
at. They have a bunch of props and stuff like Top Gun. I was like, this is cool. David would be.
Yeah.
Mike Ford would be geeking out.
Gabe's like, no way. I'm like, Gabe, you don't even know what we're talking about.
Hold on.
He's like, tell me more.
I've seen the new. Okay, first of all, I haven't seen the new one.
The helmet
I was
is
going to
from the new
say
one. Yeah,
it's from the
helmet's from
Top
new
Gun
one.
Maverick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just giving you crap, Gabe.
They also had, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Team America World Police.
Yes.
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
Dude, they had the set.
Really?
Yeah, literally like the set where they're like running in front of the bar and like vomiting everywhere. And I was like, yo.
This sounds like a parody of something.
Yeah.
That movie is definitely not 2025 PC.
It was like, wasn't it during like a celebrity deathmatch and kind of stuff like that too? Like that era. Yeah.
Oh, is it like an animated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a terrible animated, but it's hilarious.
It was a show, right?
It was a movie.
Well, no, but they did a show too.
America. Yeah.
Did they do a show
I
too?
don't think they did.
Oh.
I don't think they did.
Okay. I think I kind of know what you're talking about, but I never saw it.
Dude, it is an insane movie. I need to watch it again. After seeing that set, I was like, no way. I took pictures. It was,
that's funny.
It was great.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, that studio tour for sure.
Oh, man.
And the wedding. The wedding was great as well.
The wedding. The bonus.
All right, let's start off with Thursday night. A game that is pretty intriguing, and the New England Patriots are wearing some freaking sweet uniforms.
I love those.
Yeah, those are
Oh
cool.
my god. What do they call it? The Nor'easterners?
Nor'easterners. It's a storm.
So cool.
I'll look it up what it's called while you start this.
Yeah,
game.
I saw a description of it. It's actually really cool. Oh my god, I haven't heard the clock in forever. This is so weird. It's a boring game. I mean, let's be honest. We expect a Patriots blowout, right? These Thursday night games, though, some can be entertaining a little bit. Short week, division rival. I'm very curious. No Garrett Wilson, like you mentioned. You're going to probably start Breece Hall, but the Patriots have a really good run defense. I'm going to give a secret start to Mason Taylor. I think Mason Taylor could have a solid game. I give him 10+ points here. And
Don't say that.
if you're desperate for a tight end start, he might be an option for you. And then on the Patriots side, Travion Henderson, he had his breakout. He should have another solid game against the Jets. And Drake May, you start him, but I would be concerned about a little bit of a blowout.
Do you play Mason Taylor over Kyle Pitts? Do you play him over Colston Loveland?
No.
Do you play him over Harold Fannin Jr.?
Yes.
Wow.
The only one I would start there is Loveland.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez, I took up the whole minute.
Yes, you did.
My bad.
Stephon Diggs.
See, it's been so long.
Stephon Diggs.
Those jerseys are clean.
They're so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, we don't have a graphic of it. Do yourself a favor, look them up. Nor'easter uniforms. They're
sick.
They are really, really dope. The Rams are actually wearing a cool one this weekend too. Once we get to that game, we'll talk about those as well. The next game in Madrid, Spain, which is actually where the newlyweds are for their honeymoon. That I just went to their wedding.
Good for them.
I said, did you guys go out there for the Commanders Dolphins game? Not the reason. Not the reason.
That's funny.
All right, Commanders at Dolphins. I'll kick us off here. I think Tua, a sneaky play here. If you're looking to stream quarterbacks, if let's say you've been riding Daniel Jones all year, Tua is a good start. You're obviously not really missing Tyler Shuck, but Tua is a good start. Jalen Waddle's been crazy.
I think Jalen Waddle could be someone who's like sneaky, like can win you a championship. Like if he's your wide receiver too, you're set up beautiful.
Devon A-Chain, clear start.
Washington's just a terrible defense. I actually considered one of my start of the weeks was Malik Washington. Wow. I considered it.
So you'd play Malik over Jaden Higgins?
No, I'd go Jaden Higgins.
Okay.
But I do like Malik Washington as a pet. He just doesn't get enough targets for me, so that's why I didn't do it. But it could be a sneaky play.
On the other side of the ball, Marcus Mariota, I believe, is still starting. No Jaden Daniels again this week. Three-headed monster in the backfield. Probably not doing much there. Debo, you said sit. It's all Dolphins.
I think the only one I would start is Ertz.
Dolphins minus 2.5. Ertz, yeah. Dolphins minus 2.5 in that game.
I do like Tua call 2 touchdowns last week. So
Over 47.5 in that one. The next game, a divisional game, the Panthers at the Hotlanta Falcons.
This is a rematch from a surprising earlier this year when Carolina beat them 30-0 in Carolina, and everyone's like, "What just happened?" We don't. I think this started like the Jekyll and Hyde movement for the Falcons. Bijan's kind of been away. Like this might be a sneaky time to try to go get Bijan because I do think he bounces back. Obviously, he's Bijan Robinson. He's one of the top 3 running backs in the league. This might be a sneaky time to try to go get him. He might not work, but I would give it a shot. Drake London, listen, I said earlier, I will admit when I'm wrong. He is on fire right now. He's playing amazing. He's making some big boy catches, and I'm very impressed. He's got that dog in him right now, and I want to keep seeing it. I will keep it going. If I'm the motivation, I will be happy to be his motivation. Keep it going, Drake London.
I like it. Anyone on the Panthers side of the ball? Rico Dowdle, obviously.
Rico Dowdle has been awesome, and he's actually someone I would look forward to for if you have a playoff run. If you know you're a playoff team, start him and go trade for him if you can. He's been awesome. I offered someone a second-round pick for him. So
Dowdle's been dope.
Dowdle's been awesome. Tedoroa, I want to get in the end zone.
I know.
He could be so good. I think
he's gonna be great.
I think they get rid of Bryce after this year.
You have to. I think you got to at least consider a lot of other options.
The problem is they're probably going to go like 8-9 and not going to be able to get like a good quarterback.
Right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Buffalo Bills.
Sneaky
Baker Mayfield, game. Josh Allen. Sneaky good game for sure. Man, the Bills wide receivers, they're just non-eventful. It's weird. It's like a weird phenomenon. You're starting Josh Allen. You're starting James Cook. You're starting Baker Mayfield. If Bucky comes back, I think you start him this week. If not, Sean Tucker.
You start Sean Tucker over Rachaad White?
He's playing a little bit better than Rachaad White, I think, as a runner currently.
Okay.
I don't mind Sean Tucker as a flyer if you're looking for, if you need like a, you're in a flex spot where you're kind of looking at Sean Tucker or someone else, maybe consider him.
Sean Tucker last week, 9 carries, 53 yards. Rachaad White, 10 carries, 38 yards.
Yeah. So better yard per carry. Dalton Kincaid, I believe, is back.
No, he sounds like he's going to be out.
Okay.
He's week to week with a hammy.
No,
sounds like he's going to miss a week or two.
Which hurts Josh Allen, passing at least.
Yeah, the Bills are just such a wild card. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm kind of like hesitant off it right now. And then even from a fantasy standpoint, I'm going to recommend trading away James Cook. If you can go get something for him. Trade away James Cook if you can.
It is trade deadline in a lot of leagues.
We'll talk. I want to do an episode next week for trade deadline, but we'll talk about that later.
Houston Texans at Tennessee Titans. Do we want to talk about this one? Go ahead, Gabe.
Yeah, no, we got some. Listen, I'm gonna call Woody Marks. I wanted to talk about him. He looked great last week. Actually, he looked good running the ball against the Jaguars. The Tennessee Titans is a worse defense, so I think Woody Marks is a viable start here. Other than that, though, nothing on the Titans side I really love. And like I said, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, again, Davis Mills. I said last week, Davis Mills has a connection with him. I don't think he has quite of a good game this week as he did last week, just because the matchup's not as favorable. But Jaden Higgins, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, just because, like I said, Davis Mills and them have a connection.
Do we have a read at all on the Titans running back room?
No.
Waller to Spears? No, right?
No, none
at all.
If you're desperate, start one of them, but I don't know which one I prefer, to be honest with you.
At this point, same.
I would avoid it if I can.
Yeah, Titans are a tough team to watch right now. The Texans are 6.5 point favorites. You ready for the over-under? 37.5.
I was going to say 33.
That's so low.
I will say that I do like Cam Ward for the future. I do think he's getting burned a little bit. Like I listen to mainstream media, and I do hear a lot of bad talk about Cam Ward. I do think he's going to be a solid quarterback going forward.
We shall see. Only time will tell.
Give him like a year. I mean,
you have to.
It's a bad system. Let's see what head coach they bring in.
Yeah.
I like Cam Ward. I think he could be a good quarterback.
Next one, Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings.
You're getting all good games.
We talked about this being a potential maybe shootout. The Bears can move the ball pretty well. Roma Dunze went from a goose egg 2 weeks ago to actually getting some targets again. And in his post-game interview, did you see what he said?
No, what did you say? Oh, I did, but I forgot what he said.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Because his dad just went on an absolute internet tear.
I do remember that.
Of trade my son to a team that will actually use him type stuff.
Yep.
I think Aaron Jones was one of your starts.
Yep.
I think DeAndre Swift, I believe, is going to play this week.
He was limited today.
Yeah, but I think he'll be fine. He's been great.
Yeah, he's been solid. Him and Monungai.
Yep. Monungai is really good. You like Colston Loveland. Colcomet is back.
Yeah.
But Loveland has been pretty solid as well.
Yeah.
What about the wide receivers from Minnesota? I don't want to forget that side of the ball. They're risky with McCarthy.
McCarthy is a roller coaster right now. He looks great one week and then bad this week. I think this is a week he looks great, but the next week he could look bad. So I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he's a wild card.
I hope he looks great. I have Addison in the league, and
I see flashes. I see some things. I'm like, ooh, I like him. He could be a good starting quarterback. And then I see some things. I'm just like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, for real. Green Bay Packers at the New York Giants. This is a good game.
Jameis Winston. Listen, this is gonna be a great game. He's gonna go out and have 10 touchdowns and 20 interceptions. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, no, I think if Darius Slayton plays, I know he didn't practice today, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Darius Slayton is a viable option. Wan'Dale Robinson, he's going to be a viable option now. This is much better than Russell Wilson starting, I'll say that. And then on the Packers side, I'm starting Josh Jacobs, of course. I don't know if you're starting anyone else at the receiver position. I mean, Christian Watson. I think Christian Watson he's shown that he's getting open. He's getting some deep looks. I do like Christian Watson, and that would probably be the only receiver I'm starting, though, on the Packer side.
Yeah, someone had to do it because Tucker Kraft is out, so it had to be someone else for Jordan Love.
And I am curious to see how Theo Johnson does without Jackson Dart. But Jameis Winston is so much better than Russell Wilson, so thank God.
I think if Slayton practices, I think him and Wan'Dale will be good options this week. And on the Packer side, yeah, just Christian Watson, Josh Jacobs, obviously. Jordan Love, I don't know, man.
He's not living up to the hype, and he's been very mediocre.
Mediocre is a word to describe Jordan Love for sure. Bengals at the Steelers. We kind of touched on this one a little bit before. Jaylen Warren absolutely torched the Bengals last time. Joe Flacco finally put some respect on his name. But I think Flacco's a start. I think because the Steelers' defense is rebounding, but they've not been very good. I'm waiting for the clock.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Sorry, my fault.
Yeah.
I was
I'm like,
he
I'm
looked
trying
hesitant.
To, yeah.
He was like, you starting?
I know. I'm like, waiting for the clock. Jamar Chase, obviously start. T. Higgins,
start.
DK Metcalf, sit. DJ Turner, kind of.
DJ Turner is a very good corner.
Yeah, and so I think it's going to be other people that go off again. I think
Yeah.
Calvin Austin, maybe Roman Wilson. He can find the end zone, but those guys aren't guys you're running out to start, right? I think it's just Jaylen Warren on that side. Maybe Aaron Rodgers, maybe.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Chase Brown.
I do like Chase Brown. I actually tried to get an offer for him. That's a guy that you might want to look for. Another guy who can be someone that can win you a championship. Possibly, he has some very good matchups down the road. And I'm so mad at us. We missed the biggest news possibly.
What's that?
Joe Burrow's coming back.
Oh yeah,
Joe Burrow's coming back.
That.
He's targeting Thanksgiving.
I heard
week 13.
Yeah. Yep.
So and I think he's coming back regardless whether they're in the playoff picture or not. That's huge. I found out he was actually on a waiver wire in my least cared about league, and I got him. So now I have Joe Burrow along with his amazing wide receiver weapons I have. Thank you. But Joe Burrow coming back, that's so big, and that's huge. I would definitely go get him if you can. Love me some Joey B.
I'm looking right now, actually. If I drafted him in a league, and I did drop him.
Wow.
You
don't have an IR spot?
I do, and I'm gonna add him right now.
Yeah, go get him. He's coming back.
But who do I drop for him?
Well, we can talk.
Anyone, right?
I mean, your worst player. Let me see real quick.
I don't have a worst player.
You know what? You got.
Yeah,
I got the next game,
we'll move on.
and then
the
you
Los
can look.
Angeles Chargers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Go ahead, Gabe.
I'm gonna kind of possibly call this an upset. I actually kind of like Jacksonville here. Jacksonville's so erratic too. They're a solid team. They are so beat up. I mean, I don't know who's gonna play receiver at this point for Jacksonville. But ETN, I do want to talk about ETN a little bit. He's actually been a solid running back. another RB2 type, and I'm curious to see where he goes. I don't think he sticks in Jacksonville. I do think they get rid of him after this year, and I'm curious to see where he goes because I do like him going forward. I'm almost like jump off the Trevor Lawrence. I'm way off of it. I kind of want Jacksonville to move on from him, to be honest with you. I am going to call, though, a Quentin Johnson 50-yard touchdown. Jacksonville does give up big plays to the outside receiver. Quentin Johnson is that guy. Keenan Allen and Ladd could have solid games, and then, like you said, Gaston sounds like he's going to play. Kamani Vidal is a weird wild card. Sometimes he's great, sometimes he's just doesn't show up. But he's only got a couple weeks left, so I think this is his last week, and then Hampton comes back.
Ladd's been good.
Ladd's been solid.
Ladd's been good.
But the target share is not there. That's what scares me about him. He hasn't had a lot of targets.
Yeah, Herbert spreads it around for sure.
Quentin Johnson, real quick. Quentin Johnson, 10 targets last week. I wanted to make him another start of the week because I wanted redemption, but I was like, no, I'll leave Quentin Johnson alone.
Another shot at this game here. I think this is game of the week for me. I'm calling it.
Do it.
The Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Love it.
Going to be a crazy game. I know I said I was going to mention the uniforms. I think they're wearing what they're calling their midnight blue uniforms, the Rams.
Oh, the throwbacks?
Yeah, those are pretty freaking sweet,
They
too.
are nice.
Not as nice as the Patriots ones, but Devontae Adams is going to be good to go to play. I'm just really interested in seeing this game. I think Kyron Williams has a good game. I mean, I think you got to start your guys.
There's some big. The only ones I would actually sit is probably Kenneth Walker and maybe Charbonnet. It's such
Rams
a weird
defense is
situation.
great.
Yeah, there's defense. They actually give up the least amount of points to running backs. There is such a weird situation, and Kenneth Walker actually probably, now that I think about it, probably should have been one of my sits, but I don't know what's going on with that. But this is one of those, you start your JSNs, start your Puka Nakuas, sit back, enjoy the show. Devontae Adams starting. Stafford, I think, is a guy you're starting now over a lot of guys. I think you start all those guys and just sit back and enjoy the show because this is going to be a good game.
I called it midnight blue jerseys or the midnight mode jerseys. So
those are those?
Yeah, midnight mode.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are fresh, huh?
Oh, the Rams are winning by 40.
Those are clean.
Rams are winning by 40.
Those are clean.
Golly, these are nice jerseys this week.
Look up the midnight mode jersey, Mike, it's
oh, my lordy.
Pretty.
Those are nice. Rams winning them by 40 now. I changed my mind. Not even a good game. But still sit back and enjoy.
We got 5 games left. We are in the afternoon slate here. Seattle's the first in the afternoon slate. The 49ers.
Oh, hold on. My 4 just saw them.
These are clean.
Yeah.
The midnight modes. Yeah.
Those are nice. I like them.
Nasty, huh?
I like them. I might have to get a Puka Nakua midnight mode jersey.
Man, I'm becoming a Rams fan.
If I win a league with Puka Nakua, I might get one of those.
Yeah, those are
anybody but the Niners.
Those are fresh.
Anybody but the Niners.
49ers at the Arizona Cardinals the next game. Jacoby Brissett.
Speaking of the Niners,
the only quarterback in the last 4 weeks that has been in the top 12 fantasy.
In all 4 weeks?
In all 4 weeks.
Good for him.
Jacoby flipping Brisket.
I might come to an end this week because I just don't know what weapons he had. Trey McBride's going to have like 20 catches for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, it sounds like. But this is going to be an interesting game because I was kind of leaning Arizona until the Marvin Harrison news came out. Now I'm just like, I might go back to San Francisco for the side. But Christian McCaffrey, we talked about last week, he's a MVP, and he's been phenomenal. He's the guy that, like I said, I was wrong on him, and I'm glad that he's doing it. I was definitely rooting for him. I don't want to think anyone thinking like I was against him, but I'm definitely happy for him. George Kittle finally had his breakout game, 9 catches for 84 yards, or I think I have that backwards, 8 for 94, something like that, and a touchdown. Finally breaking out, and I hope to see more of it, and he should be even better when Brock Purdy comes back.
I hope. I'm ready for Brock to come back.
I think next week, right? They said it sounds like he's targeting,
We'll
but they've been saying that for
no faith
since October.
Wasn't he ready last week? Wasn't he?
He was ready 5 weeks ago. And
he's been ready.
Yeah, I don't know
the whole time.
It's very weird. Ravens at the Browns.
Oh, this is me.
Let's kick it off.
Yeah. Listen. After this week, Lamar Jackson has such a sweet schedule. It's so crazy. Like, I'm glad I have him in 2 leagues. I really wish I could get him in more, but probably won't happen at this point. But Lamar Jackson, let me read you his schedule. After Cleveland, he's got the Jets. Then he's got the Bengals. Then he's got the Steelers. Then it's the Bengals again. Then he's got the Patriots and the Packers. That's a little rough. But that 4-game stretch, and then the first round of the playoffs, you get the Bengals.
Yeah.
Such a and the Joe Burrow should be back. Do you remember the classic? I believe it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, where it was like 44, 40, or 31 or something. Or no, 44, 41 or something crazy. That I mean,
the Ravens were winning big, right? And the Bengals came back, I think.
I think it was yes. The
Or was it vice versa?
It might have been vice versa. I can't remember exactly, but I just know it was like in the 40s, both of them, and that we can get that kind of game in the first round of fantasy football playoffs.
That'd be wild.
That would be great. Lamar Jackson.
How the hell did you talk about that game without even talking about that game?
I don't know. That seemed like a really fast minute. I just got really excited about Lamar Jackson, and then it just disappeared. Zay Flowers too, though, and Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews has been solid. Mark Andrews has been a solid tight end.
Harold Sanders Jr., Shador Sanders. Do we see Shador?
Can we? No, we don't. But can we see him, please?
Please, dude, please.
I just want to see it.
Dylan Gabriel doesn't look terrible though.
Well,
he doesn't look
not terrible.
He doesn't look terrible.
Not terrible.
But I
Below
would like
average.
to see. I would like to see what Shador's got.
His arm strength is so. It's just so
Yeah,
bad.
I just don't like left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Left-handed they just look weird.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Someone said he can't get outside the numbers.
Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos.
Got some good games this week.
Yes, we do. This is another good one here. I think the Chiefs offense is doing really well. They're on a roll. I think they stay on a roll. I know the Broncos defense is really good. I don't know the status of PS2.
He's out still.
Okay. I think the Chiefs offense keep playing well. I actually think the spread is 3.5. I kind of see the Chiefs winning by a touchdown or more. Denver has been kind of weirdly getting by winning these games against teams that are kind of giving them the win. And I'm not sure the Chiefs are playing that way right now. They're at Mile High. I could see the Chiefs pulling away with this. I could see Kelsey having himself a good game. I could see Rasheed Rice getting in the end zone again. Where the fuck are you at, Cortland Sutton? He is so disappointing for me right now.
He's up and down like crazy.
He's been down lately.
Lately, yeah. He definitely needs to be better. Pop quiz. Who has more targets, Cortland Sutton or Troy Franklin?
I know they were tied at one point.
It's Troy Franklin now.
Recently, yeah.
73-66.
Ridiculous.
It's something with Bo Nix. I don't blame Sutton. It's something with Bo Nix. He's just off to me. I think this is actually going to be a pretty defensive game.
Do you?
Just wait till the fourth quarter, man. Then Bo shows up. It's weird, man.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
I think this game is like a 17-10 kind of game.
Damn, dude, another really good game. You're right.
There are
games this afternoon and the evening.
Great
Usually I watch the morning games and then do some errands in the afternoon.
Nope.
I might have to flip it on its head this week and watch the afternoon.
I am in front of the TV all day Sunday. Do not bother me. I am watching these games one way or another.
I wish I could, but we're at week 11 now, and it's getting.
You better find a way. You better find a way. I'll tell you that much.
It's getting hairy around these parts. I got to help clean the house and such.
I
Detroit Lions at the Philadelphia Eagles. Sunday Night Football. Hopefully this Sunday Night Football. Actually, last Sunday Night Football game was okay, but not great. All three primetime games last week, 10-7, and then like the Chargers Steelers game was terrible, and then 10-7. So hopefully primetimes are better this week, and I think the games that are scripted for them are going to be better. The Lions at Eagles. We talked about how good the Eagles defense is. Are you worried about anyone on the lines? You playing them all? I play them all.
I kind of mentioned it earlier that when you look at the replays that the middle of the defense was wide open. Like Romeo Dobbs, those 10 to 15 yard ins was just so open. I think Amon-Ra eats. I think Jamison Williams is at a resurrection.
Good, yeah.
And Sam Laporta. Dan Campbell, first time calling the plays last week, and they put up 40 points. I want to see him do it again.
Yep, me too. Eagles side of the ball, that offense was atrocious last week. Again.
A.J. Brown said, just cut him.
Yeah, he said,
trade him.
I mean, Dynasty, drop me, bro.
No, he said, fantasy, just cut him.
Yep.
Just get rid of him. I'm not mad at it because you know what's crazy? The only player I would be kind of excited to have at this point in Philly is Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is like getting deep shots at least. You know,
Jalen Hurts still gets his points.
Dallas Goedert looks good too.
Goddard, I did mention Goddard a couple weeks ago. He is a solid tight end option, but it's just a weird offense and just a weird year for Philly.
It's a highly frustrating offense to watch.
They need a new offense coordinator. Play calling is I'm gonna say it all off season. Play calling is very important.
The last game, the Monday Night Football game here in Las Vegas, Are you going?
I am going.
It's the Dallas Cowboys at the Las Vegas Raiders. Go ahead, Gabe.
I actually need to make a call after this to get my tickets in order. Someone, no, I'm just kidding. But no, I will be in the building, and I'm excited to watch this. The first game with Quinn and Williams, so I think our defense is a little better. So you already don't like Genty. This might be another one where you kind of fade Genty if you can. I don't know how you would, but the Raiders are just I don't know who I'm sorry. Maybe Trey Tucker. I think Trey Tucker could be sneaky for you. I think Brock Bowers could have a huge game against us. I will say that.
Yep.
Other than that, you're starting all your Cowboys. Dak, CeeDee Lamb, Javonte. I think Javonte Williams has a big game though. George Pickens. I think George Pickens gets in the end zone. So
how about Jake Ferguson?
Jake Ferguson, I think, is someone who's kind of going to fade a little bit.
Well, I think the Raiders' defense against tight ends, I was
actually pretty
looking
good.
up earlier, they're one of the better in the league.
And Jake Ferguson has a tough, it's not like matchup, or a tough schedule down the road against tight ends. So we actually have a pretty brutal schedule after Thanksgiving. So it's going to be interesting.
Man, the Cowboys have been so fun to watch this year. I hope the Raiders don't ruin that.
Actually, I think it's after that. We have the Eagles, the Chiefs, and then the Lions.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Absolutely brutal.
But it's fun. The Cowboys games always end up being fun somehow, some way.
It'd be interesting to see what the trades and what the players come in. I'm interested in the defensive line. Like honestly, we should be able to stop and at least get some pressure. So
you going Mike 4?
No, I got to work, man. I got showings. I got stuff. Boys got a business. Boys got stuff to do. Bro.
I hear you. I got
me, brother.
I vacation the 2 days.
You seen them tickets though, dude?
I got a hookup, so that's why I'm like.
Dude, that's what I was saying.
It's funny because I don't want to call him out, but Aaron has a decent hookup to some seats, and I was like, even when I found out when the game was, I was like, "There's no way I'm getting these tickets." He's like, "Yeah, no, it's the Cowboys."
Yeah.
I was like, "They kind of suck right now, so maybe."
Damn, bro, you just called them out, bro.
Damn.
Dude, Aaron's got the hookup on everything, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
On
But
everything, bro.
yeah, he hooked up my brother one time with the Niners ticket. So
it's called networking.
I asked, I was like, "Hey, man."
I think like a couple years ago, when the Raiders went off on the Chargers, they scored like 50-something points. Well, we were at that game, so
nice.
Aaron he helped us get us tickets, so it was cool.
Nice,
it was cool.
nice.
I haven't been to a Raider game this year. Usually, I get to work one or two at least a season. I have not yet this year. So
yeah, I haven't been to a Raider game ever.
Maybe oh really?
This will be my third football game I go to.
Yeah, Allegiant's cool, man.
Stadium's dope.
Have you been to Allegiant, like for a UNLV game or anything?
No, well, not for UNLV, but I've been for a concert.
Okay. Yeah, dude, it's a good venue for football.
What concert did you go to?
The Weekend.
Está babando.
Ah, so did I. Okay.
I've been to the Weekend twice actually at Allegiant.
Wow. I went to the
my guy.
Allegiant and I went to it at the Niners.
You talked. I remember talking about it.
Bro, dope.
That's awesome. I'm jealous.
Well, heading into week 11, I know I desperately need a win in CBS.
Yeah.
I need it in a bad way.
Yeah.
And I knew when I made the trade I was going to lose last week, but I felt like the trade gave me a winning team for the next 3 weeks going into the playoffs.
Do you want to tell the people what you did?
No.
Does Mike Ford know what you did?
So I traded Chase Brown for Drake London earlier this year. Beautiful.
You got
Loved
Drake
it.
London.
I got Drake London. I then traded Drake London this past week.
Yep.
For Rashee Rice, who was on bye.
Yeah.
And Quinshawn Judkins.
It's a good trade.
I needed a running back. My second running back beside Jalen Warren was Tony Pollard or Tajay Spears.
We almost did a deal too where it was Jefferson and Travion for Judkins and Rice, and I couldn't pull the trigger.
And so I did, but having Rice on bye, I also had CeeDee Lamb on bye.
Right.
So it really hurt, and Judkins didn't really do great.
Right.
So, but now that my team is back, I have Sutton, Lamb, Rice, Warren, Judkins, Jalen Hurts. I feel really good about that.
It's okay.
Need some wins.
No, you have a
Need
solid.
some wins.
It's a solid team.
And I'm playing the guy I traded Drake London to this week.
Are you really?
Yep.
That's funny.
I'm projected 128. He's projected 124.
Yeah, you know those projections are out. Yeah.
So I need one bad there. I need one in Yahoo as well. If I played Henderson, I would be 6-4. I'm 5-5 now in that one.
Who's the number one team in that league?
Is it you? I don't even look. I hate you.
You score points in that league, man. I'm in it for the points, baby.
Hey,
Come on.
make the playoffs. That's all that matters,
That's
man.
all that matters, man.
Hey, that league though, worst to first right now.
I have a league
That was
where I'm
last
9-1 and 8-2. So I feel good about those as well.
I think I'm 8-2 in Yahoo. 7-3 in 2 of my leagues. No, in one of my leagues. The one with the Rays League, I'm 6-4. No, I'm 7-3 in Rays. Okay, 2 teams with 7-3. We play this week actually in that league. You're number 1.
Yep, 9-1.
But I score more points. But you don't get to play Jonathan Taylor. You're lucky. And then I think I have 2 teams there 6-4. No, 1 team 6-4. 2 teams. I can't even keep track anymore.
I know we have too many teams.
I can't. I'll say that 4 of my teams would make playoffs right now. 2 of them wouldn't. I'm confident 1 will. My dynasty team, I do think I make the playoffs. My auction league, I'm fearful. 4 and 6. If I lose this week, I think it's done.
It's all right.
I had Puka, Waddle. I had such a good team, and it just fell. Lamar,
yeah, brutal.
Just fell apart to injuries.
All right, into week 11 we go. Good luck this week to you, Gabe. Good luck, Mike 4.
You as well.
Good luck, everyone else out there. Shout out week 11. Until next time.
Go get those dubs.
Peace. Adios.
Dominate your league. Defend your crown with Hosal King.
Because I love me.
Gabe Hernandez.
Here's a guy that is starting to figure the game out.
And Ray Fletcher.
I want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
They bring the heat, rankings, trades, and game-winning calls to rule your league. This is Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.